Good morning, everybody. Actually, afternoon. It's afternoon already. I can't believe it. I've been so busy today. Um, but I wanted to hop on here and do a craft with you guys because it's been a few days. It has been crazy with all this holiday stuff going on. How was your guys' Christmas? I hope it was great. That you got to spend time with family and friends. All right, so today I'm going to take a break from winter because I am so over winter already and it's just after Christmas. And if you know Montana, winter has just begun. And so it is snowing out there right now as we speak, and it is cold. It's not as cold as it has been. It was -14 yesterday. So cold. Yesterday or the day before, I can't remember. But it's like 7 degrees today. So it's still chilly out there. So I'm over it and I'm ready for some warm. So we're going to do some bee themed stuff to bring in a little bit of brightness and yellow and color to our designs. And as you can see, I need to get to work on some decor. So we're going to get our little tray going here. So here we go. All right. So I am going to, I was practicing on this. And so we're going to paint over that and get ready for this. Actually, I'm going to cut this first. We're going to be doing the Honey Be Yourself one. I like that one. So on this transfer, there's a whole bunch of different ones you can choose from. It's my favorite kind. All right. Of course, we're going to have to put a little bee on there. I mean, how do you not, right? I'm not sure. Maybe we'll do 2 or 3 bees. I don't know. We'll see when we get there how it looks. Cut those little guys out. All right, so all you do is just follow your little lines on where to cut. All right. There's just so many fun ones on here. Queen bee, don't worry, be happy, be nice, or buzz off. I like that one. All right. So we are going, oh, and sweet as can be, of course. I'm sure we're going to dig those out at some point too. All right. So, of course, we have to do yellow because, you know, that's what you got to do. And it is very dark outside, so I could use a little bit of yellow, sunshiny, nice colors. All right, so this is just an acrylic paint. This is golden yellow. I have it on my used palette plate there. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start painting this. This was just a 2x4 that was laying around in the garage, so I had my husband cut it for me how I wanted it. I like to make things out of things that don't look like they're things, if that makes sense. Or things out of things that you have, like, that's not meant for that. Or change things up, refurbish things. So, all right. I'm going to go ahead and do my sides too. Better do that. I wouldn't say yellow is my favorite color, but I still love it. It's kind of a color I forget about, honestly. All right. trying to figure out how to hold on to this thing. I should have done the edges first. And I think I say that every single time I do a project. All right. Gonna lay it down here. All right. Yeah, it is so cold here. I live in the wrong place, let me tell you. I don't like being outside when it's cold and snowy. I think snow is good for like Christmas, and then after Christmas it needs to go. That's what I think. So for my friends in Australia, you guys, I'm jealous of you. I heard it's very warm there. Alright, so I'm going to dry this really quick. I'm probably going to need one more coat so that way it doesn't look all streaked there, streaky, whatever that word is I'm trying to think of. Spots here that need dried a little more. I think I'm going to need more paint. I like this golden yellow though. I meant to practice my painting on the back of this, and then I realized that I did it on the front side because the other side has a big old chunk taken out of it. So here we are. Almost here. And I think the edges are fine. I'm just going to do the front side of this, the face of it again. Alright, I think that's good for our first one. So let's get our second layer here. That should cover much better. I love bees. I think honeybees and like bumblebees are the cutest, like coolest things. We get a lot of them because where our house is, it used to be like a farm, and it was a clover farm. And so we get a lot of clovers here. And so naturally we get those cute little honeybees that like to go on our clover flowers. So they're super cute. But they hurt to get stung by those little buggers. They don't usually sting though, unless they feel like, you know, scared, like they're being threatened. All right, so we're gonna dry this again. Anybody else ready for summer? I'm sorry, I just can't stop thinking about it. This paint dries quickly, so that's good. Getting there. It's getting there. I forgot to plug my hot glue gun in, so I'm going to have to do that. Ooh, and we're going to have to do an ironing project with some ink. There was some ink on something because for Christmas, my husband and kids bought me a heat press. And so I'm so excited because usually if you have an iron that you're heat setting it with, it takes 4 minutes on each side. But with the heat press, it takes 30 seconds on each side. So I'm like, heck yes, I'm going to be making shirts and towels and aprons and you name it, I'm going to be making it. So I'm excited about that. Alright. I want to make sure this is really good and dry. This is the most annoying part about crafting, in my opinion. Is the drying. We're about there. Okay. Whew. Gonna call that good for now. Alright, so I wanted to try to paint like a honeycomb on this, for just like as the background, and just to have it be slightly different color. So hardly at all, but just enough to see it. Kind of a kind of an idea. What in the heck? It's not an issue. Alright, so I just have that golden color, the same, and then I have a yellow flame, which is a little bit of a lighter yellow. So we're just going to see what kind of color I can come up with here. Just make it slightly different. Alright, let's see. Let's see. We'll try this one. Alright, so I'm just going to mix this together. It's a little bit too light, so I'm going to add some more of this dark. I'm going to end up with like way more paint than I need, but I want to get the right color. And luckily these paints are cheap. Alright, that'll work. It's a little bit lighter than that one, so that's what I wanted. Okay, we're going to have to see if I can make this work here. See if this is... I'm going to practice on here to see if that's... that'll work. Okay, so I'm going to kind of cheat a little bit. And I have this like ribbon that has somewhat of the same idea as, you know, honeycomb. So I was going to try to use that as kind of a guide. So I'm going to have to face it this way. So I'm just going to kind of freehand it here. So I'm going to find... It's going to be very rough looking, but that's okay. Okay, so there's the first one. And then we just kind of, I'm just going to kind of build off of it. Try to make them as even as I can here. And I'm not trying to be super perfect because I personally like the homemade look. but I mean, if you wanted to get ruler out and be more precise, you go for it. All right, so here we are. All right. Have it kind of going off the top there. Let's see. All right. Like that, we're going along here. Let's see. All right. I love painting, I decided. I think it's so fun. There's something about it that's just relaxing. So all I did was just made like a pattern roughly, and I'm just doing it over and over again on all the sides. Okay. That looks good to me. There's a little bit of clumpy paint every now and then, but all right. So there it is. You can see that it's just slightly a little bit of a different yellow, just enough to see. So I'm going to dry that really quick, and then we'll get our bees on here. So don't be scared to try things, in other words, because it could turn out cute. I've never done this before. I've never painted honeycombs. But I think it turned out all right, especially for a background. It's not like the main part of it, you know, the focal point. All right, I'm going to plug my other thing in here in a second. If only I had 3 hands, that would be ideal. All right, come on. You want to make sure it's really, really, really good and dry before you put a transfer on this, so you don't lift up your paint. Feels pretty good to me. Okay, I'm going to plug this in really quickly here. Okay, So that'll heat up. And while that heats up, let's go ahead and sand this just a touch to make it even and smooth. And I think I want to kind of do the edges a little bit, kind of a worn look, you know what I mean? Because I like that look. You do not have to do that. It's just what I like to do. Tearing my thingy apart here, making a big old mess. All right, that'll do. Wipe that away really quick here so we don't have our dust everywhere. All right, that'll do. Okay, so I'm going to wipe my dust off of this. All right, so that's nice and smooth. So I'm going to use some surface wax. You can find this in my shop as well. It's just going to protect my paint from lifting, and it's going to also protect my transfer. This stuff is amazing for layering. I used to not get the wax, and then I tried it because I heard it was supposed to be good for that. And I am so glad I did because I put it off for a long time. And now it's like my favorite thing. So once it dries a little bit, buff it off because you don't want it to be wet and to squish like into your screen. So that container lasts a long time because you just need to use a tiny, tiny little bit. All right. So it's really nice and smooth now. So there it is. So we will go ahead and do our words first. So honey bee yourself. My mess here. Try to scooch some of it away. All right, so I'm going to get my fuzzing cloth here. You could also use your shirt as well. Keep your backer sheet because you can wash these and use them again. Oh, I got a hair on there. All right, so some people, I get asked this a lot, why do you fuzz? And it's because you want to put a little bit of a barrier between your surface and your transfer because it's sticky. And it's reusable. So when you wash your transfer in your sink with some cool water afterwards, you wash the front side right here, but you also wash the back side, and it takes all the fuzz off again. But it is necessary. But a shirt, like I said, a shirt works just fine. All right, so we're going to do, this barely fits on here. I got lucky. See. All right, I'm trying to figure out where I want it. I think we're going to go right here. Hopefully that's straight. I think it looks all right, so I'm just going to put that down. So we're just going to do the honey part right now. So just make sure you don't have any bubbles. Push it down really good around your screen. And I'm just going to use black today. Or should I use storm, like a gray? And then I'll do my bees maybe in black. Maybe I'll do that. That sounds kind of cute. See, I always change up my ideas, and it's crazy, I know. Is anybody else like that? me see here. Of course, I can't find it when I need it. Here it is. So this is Storm. It's just like a nice dark gray. So I'm going to get a little bit of my paste here. And you don't have to push hard or anything, just very lightly. And you don't need a lot of paste either. And then you just scrape off any extra and put it back into your container to use again later. Okay. And then, so then we're going to peel that off. So cute. I'm glad I did the gray on there. How cute is that? I love that. All right, so then I'm going to go ahead and I need to dry that really quick. The chalk dries extremely fast, so that is great. It barely fit on there. Look at that. Which it would have been okay if it goes off a little too. That feels pretty good. All right, so we're going to do B next. Turn it around again. Make sure I get this in the middle. Trying to see where the other word is. Okay. All right, I think that is where we're going to go. Okay, so B. It doesn't take much paste at all. Make sure you don't get your other letters you don't want in there. That could be bad news bears right there. All right. So we'll take that off. We're getting there. Try that one really quick. Should be pretty good. All right, now let's see if I can get this part. All right, so we're gonna do this one. So again, push it down really, really well. Get your paste. Again, only do the letters that you're wanting on there. A little more. This would be such a cute, like, gift for somebody. All right. Honey, be yourself. I love that. In a world where you can be anything, be yourself. And be kind. Be yourself and be kind. Those are the two things, in my opinion, that are important. Okay. Dry this, and we're going to put some bees on here. Okay, like I said, it dries really fast, luckily. Okay, so I have these cute little bees here. So maybe we'll put, I don't know, I'm just going to randomly put them on here maybe. Or just one at the bottom. We'll do this his little flight line or whatever that is. Let's see. All right, we'll go right there. Make it look like he's flying off of there. Okay, so I have my black paste. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing. Make sure he's on there really well. Need a little more. Look at that cute little bee. He's so cute. I like him. All right. So I'm going to wash that too. Then let's go ahead and do his little, I probably should dry him too. Otherwise we're going to stick his lines to him and then it's going to peel him off of there. Everything dried that fast. And I didn't fuzz these ones because they're just small. This one I probably could fuzz one time, but now I got to see how I want my little lines to go. I think like this. All right, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. All right. Get a little bit more black. All right. How cute is that? He's on a mission. He's a bee on a mission. I love him. All right, so I'm not going to dry it because I don't plan on touching it really. But it needs a little something up here, I thought. So I should probably dry that a little bit at least. Otherwise, I'm going to end up flipping it over and it's going to wipe off of there. That should be good. All right. So what I was going to do is put a little bit of glue here. Hold it there for a second. I think I need another glue stick on in there. There we go. All right, I'm going to kind of hold that there because I'm not patient enough to wait for it to dry. So I'm going to unroll this a little bit. Okay. And I'm just going to go ahead and go around this. I'm going to do that a few times. We're going to go one more time. Okay, I'm going to come back here, glue this guy down now. Hold it there for a second. It seems like I'm always waiting for something to dry or harden. I'm going to go ahead and put it in a few places just to make sure it stays. Okay, well that's setting up. I'm going to go ahead and do a little bow for on there. You need just a little one. Okay, so I'm just going to see if I can somewhat find the middle here. Okay. So I'm just trying to make sure my little tails are the same. My loops are somewhat the same. That looks good. Okay. All right, that should be good. I don't know exactly how long I want my little tails yet, but we'll see. Okay. So I was thinking of putting it let's see. I can't decide. Probably on this side since we have our bee. This one is not wanting to stay very tight. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and put a little bit of glue right here. It won't take much. Hold that there for a second. Look how cute that is, though. I think I kind of like them how they are. Those little tails on there. All right, guys. So that's it today. I think it turned out so cute. And I love bees and I'm ready for summer, so this was perfect. So we can set it up here for now. Maybe we'll go like that. So there it is. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will chat with you guys again soon. Bye-bye.